up here in the north. This is the land of Vikings. And with the Yallar horn bellowing throughout US Bank Stadium, a Nordic nation of 70,000 strong rises up with a cry of Skål to usher two teams into battle. Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And we're off from US Bank Stadium. On the return, here's Miles Price. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And they're brought out by the 10th pick of the 2024 draft, a national champion at Michigan, J.J. McCarthy.
Some tough luck last week for this quarterback, Kate. 2 touchdowns, the 1 interception, and you just know the way it works. These coaches love to tell us they always think about the losses. They sting way more than the wins. It's the same thing with the quarterback. He's not thinking about the touchdowns. He's thinking about correcting that interception and knowing right here he's got to play some clean ball.
Looking for a pass on second and short. That's a short gain of 1. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Going to the ground again on first. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through 1 tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss. Offense to the line for second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Makes it 3rd down.
3rd and long for him here. That's cut. This is Addison. And he's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
And the Vikings, first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Not a whole lot to speak of here, partner. 2-yard gain at most at second down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Well, he had to power through 1 tackle just to get back to the line that time. Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on 3rd down.
3rd and 8.
Putting the tight end in motion. McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't connect with Jordan Addison. And that brings up 4th and long.
Results in a 4th down.
Distance is good, but not the accuracy. He just missed it left. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
The Chiefs and running back Joe Mixon headed out for their next series. And they haven't been shy about looking his way in the passing game, have they? You can see that so far this season, he's currently leading all running backs in receiving yards. First down throw, Mahomes. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. Oh, this big guy is moving, and he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns, too, just like he showed off.
That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Price. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Kevin O'Connell getting his Vikings offense after another drive. They could only set up a lengthy field goal attempt their last possession, Bronx, so some room to improve in how far they can advance the football here. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets it forward, is still about a yard out of that. It's Noah Williams who made the play defensively. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down.
He was brought down at the 26.
A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Running left side by Jefferson. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 38-yard line.
They give it to him again. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making a stop.
39-yard line.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. And now we'll have to take a moment for an injured player, and it's a significant one. Tight end T.J. Hawkinson in some pain after the play. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Here's McCarthy on 1st and 10. Another one to Addison. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the red zone on 1st. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Intended for Ty Felton. Incomplete.
Set up the screen. It's Addison. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Time coverage for the Chiefs as they get prepped for this 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Ooh, the hard count worked. Somebody jumped. I think this is going to give them the 1st.
Encroachment. Defense.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. McCarthy on the sneak. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down, and they've got themselves a 1st and goal.
And the Vikings 1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. And no place for him to go. The Chiefs take him down. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
A 1st and goal pass, yeah, it can be an active surprise at times, but let's give some credit to this defense and the coverage in particular. They stayed focused and locked in on those routes, giving that rush plenty of time to get home, and now make 2nd and goal much, much more difficult.
Driven backward to the 11 as they line up for 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now it'll be 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that forces them to 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th and goal.
He's already attempted 1 this quarter, and now they're going to bring him on again. This from 28 yards away.
A 28-yard attempt.
Reichert connects there. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
So he makes up for his earlier miss in the game. He knocks that one right through. And it's important for him to move past that early miss, Kate, because you never know if he's going to be needed for a big moment when we get to the fourth.
Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now for the second time, we get a look at this Kansas City offense. Well, Brock, it only took them one play to reach the end zone last drive. They might have to work a little bit harder this time out. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. He dodged the tackle. Dodges another stop. Reaches the 40. Hits the 20. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs get 6 more on their early advantage. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. And he has made this a habit this season. That's his 10th rushing touchdown so far. Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs drive their lead to 11.
14, Vikings 3.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Here's Miller on the return. Jukes away from one. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Vikings now set to take the field. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Running it now out of the gun. Allen continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock him backwards.
And he's sent out right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up too. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
At the 40-yard line.
Here's McCarthy to throw. Finds the in route complete. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. A gain of 15 there. And the Vikings are going to have a first down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. Hits his running back. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Out of bounds at the 41-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Off the play fake. It's McCarthy. Caught by his back. And they bring him down around the 34. Offense is set. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Hand off to the up back. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be 2nd down. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
Vikings, first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Working inside the red zone. Short pass brought in. And he's able to get this down to the 13. 2nd and 3 now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
McCarthy to throw it.
13-yard line.
Brought in. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. Now one of the Chiefs in some pain out there, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's helped by the trainers. This, our last play of the quarter. Play action, McCarthy. That winds up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. So they'll be facing 2nd and goal coming up as we reach the end of 1. The scoreboard reads 14-3. More from U.S. Bank Stadium after the break. It's Vikings ball as we return for the 2nd, and they've got to be thinking points here. Back to the air, McCarthy, cut near the goal line. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Jay Hawkinson. 4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal for McCarthy. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings make it a 1-score game in the first half. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings cut the lead down to 4. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Chiefs and running back Joe Mixon headed out for their next series. And that front is really going to need to buckle down and provide some more opposition because he's gotten off to an excellent start here. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Now begin with a run by Mixon. Wow, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. That pass caught by Strange. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. He's got some air under this one, deep down the middle. Brought in inside the 20. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs now lead by 10. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Butker to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chiefs drive their lead to 11.
Vikings 10. Harrison Butker.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Here's Miller on the return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
You see that sweep blown up before it gets to the outside. You know defensively, tremendous anticipation. But even more, better execution.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards.
It's always nice to see teams still employ a fullback. I love rewarding the big guy with some touches during a game. They earn those looks. That was a well-run route, and he showed some soft hands to bring it in.
McCarthy throwing on third down. Completed over the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
And the Vikings, first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
That's another Vikings first down. 1st and 10.
1st and 10. It's McCarthy. Yet again, it's Jefferson. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out.
4 yards. That's another Vikings.
Dive play straight ahead. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
You know, when you're a defender and you see them give that quick little take to the fullback, you just have to stop him before he gets started. They piled on him and held him to minimal yardage.
He's stepping up and takes off with this one. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 20. And the Vikings first down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
You know, we do enough of these games, Kate, and I am a big fan of creativity. And the QBs today are some of the best to ever do it. But that's a situation where you got to know on 1st down, it's not time to be creative, especially if you feel the heat coming defensively. Just find a way to throw that sucker in the 1st row.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
3rd and long for him here. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Vikings make it a 1-score game in the 1st half. It's a T.J. Hockenson touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
That one right down the middle. And the Vikings cut the lead down to 4. Turpin with a return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Chiefs and running back Joe Mixon headed out for their next series. And he has run roughshod over them in this opening half. Pretty sure this is the exact kind of start that he was hoping to have here. 1st and 10, a run to Mixon. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a Chiefs first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. at their 49-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Throw fine in his back. Nixon. Still has some space inside the 35. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 24-yard gain.
Throwing again, Mahomes.
And the first down.
That's caught by Hollywood Brown. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
Chiefs. First down. A gain of 14. First down, Kansas City.
From the red zone now. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete. It's now second and 10.
Again, Mahomes to throw. He brings it in. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6.
And it's third.
Another throw for Mahomes. Caught just shy of the goal line. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs now lead by 10. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. It is a word broadcasters hesitate to use for a lot of reasons, but 4 touchdowns in 4 drives, Brock. I think we can throw it out here. Perfection thus far.
Yeah, this game will humble you at this level. I mean, this is the best of the best playing it, and you don't normally see this kind of execution and this kind of efficiency, so I understand that word perfection. I will remind everybody, though, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Well, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker, and because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone, so we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. The Vikings and their QB J.J. McCarthy returning to the field on offense. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Like an appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. And the Chiefs pick it up. And they'll take over a little further upfield thanks to that return. Well, he was fighting off defenders, trying for the extra yards. You understand it, but might have been what cost him and opened the door for that fumble.
Okay, you and I both know this game has changed so much in our lifetimes. It's evolved in so many different ways. But I promise you, you can go back to the 60s, the 70s, and many of these fumbles occur just like that. You break one tackle, you let up just a little bit, and that next guy comes home and delivers the devastating blow.
All right, looks like they want another look at this one. The play going to be reviewed by our officials, making sure they got this one right. Well, we all know there can be so little room for error spotting the football, and that's what's being reviewed right here. Did they get this right?
And I know both sidelines are furiously pleading their cases about what their eyes see. But fortunately, the eye in the sky and the replays will give us a clear answer.
They took a look just to be safe. You always appreciate that, but the call on the field stands. First down throw, Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
Yards on the play. And the Kansas City Chiefs.
They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Following the sack needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18. To the air, Mahomes. Throwing the out route complete. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line. Plenty of points already, partner, as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Sit tight. More coming your way from U.S. Bank Stadium after this. 3rd down here. Need 8 on the play. Here he goes. 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. And he's finally down at put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that game.
22 yards.
The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Going jumbo set on this first and goal. From the red zone on first. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His third through the air this game. And that is his third touchdown catch. Certainly enough to call this a very good game for him. And we're still in the opening half, so what else might he accomplish before we're done here? Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs push their lead to 18.
Chiefs 35, Vikings 17.
Butker on now to kick this one away.
For Kansas City.
On the return, here's Price. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Vikings and Justin Jefferson ready to go to work again offensively. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. Starting out trips right here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He goes back to him yet again, complete. Only took him one play, Brock, and they have already made it to the 40-yard line.
And the Vikings first down.
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. That one's incomplete over the middle. Incomplete pass on first down, so still at the 40. It's 2nd and 10.
Noel Williams on coverage.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. To the right, hauled in by Jefferson. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down.
It's a gain of 18. And the Vikings first down.
Back to the air, McCarthy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
So pass brought in. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play. And they're whistling for a stop. It looks like that's one of the Chiefs in some pretty clear discomfort and in need of some assistance. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Again, McCarthy to throw. That one's caught by Jefferson. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 9
Minnesota
yards.
spends its 2nd time out here. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Throwing again now, McCarthy. Yet again, it's Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
First down.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Another throw here for McCarthy. And this finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings chop some of the lead off before the half. Jordan Addison, the touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Record there to tack on the extra points. And the Vikings make it an 11-point ball game.
Chiefs 35, Vikings 24.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. Turpin with a return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs and running back Joe Mixon headed out for their next series. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches have made him a pretty good investment for first half work. He's gotten off to a great start here. Wanting to start the drive with Mixon. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
The Chiefs will use their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Hits his running back. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. They'll come up on 1st and 10.
And the Kansas City Chiefs.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. And that's incomplete. There's 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
He's back to throw. Vikings get there. They're going to win this round. So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. He fields it from the 8. Escapes a defender. Mismanages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. The Chiefs and Xavier Worthy back in possession here. And he's been one of the central pillars of this offense this season. Right now sitting 2nd in the NFL in receptions. New set of downs for him from the 31. First and 10, it's Mahomes. No finding his back, Mixon. He did well on that play, but might have had some early help. We've got a flag down.
Offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Running with Mixon out of the gun. And he stops quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes.
The pass on 2nd down. He was brought down by Colby Wooden. An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Vikings in the dime on 3rd down. 6 DBs out there. Third and long for him here. He's making a bid for it. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stops.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied. They responded, and they forced a 4th down.
The Chiefs bringing out their punt team. Little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The Vikings and receiver Jordan Addison getting set for this next drive. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. On 1st down, they'll run. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's down to almost, nope, actually going to give him the 30 here.
A gain of 26 yards.
They send a receiver in motion right. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Brought in right side. He dodged the tackle. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
That's another.
Looking inside the red zone. Has him on the quick hitter. Ooh, and he's not going to score, but they're just a yard away now as this sets up 1st and goal.
17 more yards. That's another. Vikings.
They'll try and punch it in. Still some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack. Exactly what he just did.
Offense is getting closer, but 2 yards left to figure out. It's third and goal.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now third and goal.
There's a give straight up the middle. And the run will not work. He is stopped at the line. This is going to be fourth and short.
Brought down behind the
Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
They want the touchdown on fourth and goal. They're going for it from the 3. They snap it to McCarthy. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
It's a turnover.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Andy Reid getting his Chiefs offense ready to go for a new series. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's first and 10. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has it with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. And he's going to get this up to right around that 13-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's a Chiefs first down.
Kansas City Chiefs first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Keeping it with Mixon. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped. Third and 4 coming up now.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up third.
To the air, Mahomes. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And their fourth sack of the game, Brock, brings up fourth down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
He runs it up to midfield. And a nice return. He has him looking at a very short field now. The Vikings and their QB J.J. McCarthy returning to the field on offense. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And now we'll have to take a moment for an injured player, and it's a significant one. Tight end T.J. Hawkinson in some pain after the play. Hoping to head in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's second and 13. Now McCarthy. This gets down to about the 36-yard line. Jaden Hicks there on the tackle.
Jefferson. It's a gain of 4. Brings up third and 9.
McCarthy throwing on third down. He's able to hit Felton. This is caught. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up first and goal. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Plowing up the middle. And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings shrinking the lead some in the third. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
McCarthy's going to look to throw this. And they get the 2-point conversion. Nice catch in the end zone there. They're back within a field goal now. Critical two-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A three-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there. Get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. Man downfield. He's got it. It's Worthy. And he's sent down right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Chiefs.
Looking to throw Mahomes. Right back to Worthy. And the stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Out of the shotgun, a gift to Mixon. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
A 7-yard gain. That's another Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and goal, Kansas City.
Now it's Mahomes. Trying to set up a screen for Mixon. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs make it a 9-point advantage. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs make it a 10-point ball game.
42. Vikings 32.
Butker on now to kick this one away.
For Kansas City.
Here's Miller on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Vikings and Justin Jefferson ready to go to work again offensively. And he has kept his pace up in the second half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with his looks all game. Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Complete out to the right side. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Off play action. It's McCarthy. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Intended for
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Completed to his running back. A solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. First down, and they go right back to it. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, the 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule.
A gain of 2.
You're going to have to pick up the pace.
2nd and 8.
So we're through 3 here. It's Vikings football. They're down, but not out on the scoreboard. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Hits him on the out route. He's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line. Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Flush out now to his left. He'll have the first down and even more. And McCarthy slides to the ground here, but not before picking up the first.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And the Vikings first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on it.
So they fire for the end zone on first down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on second and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you've worked on it all week, continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Oh, what a time for some big plays up front, partner. Back-to-back losses, and they force a 4th and goal.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all. His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. And this is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You've got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
Turpin with a return. Shoots away from one. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Chiefs and running back Joe Mixon headed out for their next series. They're already on a modest little winning streak here, currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. Mahomes on 1st and 10. They cross the 40. Nice run there. He's all the way up to the 41. We're all set now. 1st and 10.
That's good for a Kansas
Some
City
early movement on the left side there, but was he the first to go, or was he provoked?
At the 41-yard line.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Running it after the penalty. And they only get one of those 5 yards back on first down, so they've got 2nd and 14.
At the 37-yard line.
All right, here we go, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 14.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Complete out to the right. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and
4. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's caught. He's got Brown. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A 7-yard gain. And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. A gain of
1st and 10 now from the 46.
First down, Chiefs.
Finding Brown back-to-back plays. And he's tackled for no gain.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line. Again,
Mahomes to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs first down.
Throwing again, Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. And you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
That's another Kansas
Staying
City
between the tackles with Mixon. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
19 more yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs first down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
And he gets in. Touchdown! The Chiefs go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. His 3rd total score in this game.
We've seen all game long how difficult it has been for this defense to try to contain this guy. Not only through the air, now 2 touchdowns on the ground. He's just been a difference maker.
Butker with the extra points. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14.
49. Vikings 35.
Butker on now to kick this one away.
For Kansas City.
Here's Miller on the return. He lost the football. And the fumble recovery is made. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
These guys are flying down the field. Reminds me of the guys at Braveheart. But different than Braveheart, these guys got 2 things on their mind. Number 1, get the returner down. And number 2, try to separate the ball if they can. It's rare that it happens, but boy, is it big when it does.
And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20.
And on Kansas
A new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone on 1st. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
To Noah Gray. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Vikings' 11-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. A give to Mixon up the middle. And he couldn't get much there, but what he did get was absolutely crucial. That makes it 1st and goal.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
They're going to run here. It's Mixon. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Play action, Mahomes. And they take this in for the score. The Chiefs have likely locked up the win right there. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist, and you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Price. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Vikings and their QB, J.J. McCarthy, returning to the field on offense. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. 1st and 10, here's McCarthy. Connects on the crosser. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is, because that QB and tight ends, they got that ball out in a hurry. Handoff on 2nd and short. Off to the
misses, middle of the field. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Vikings get it back to within 2 possessions.
And that right there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game, and that is exactly what the doctor ordered.
That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings get it back to a 14-point game.
Vikings 42.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Chiefs and running back Joe Mixon headed out for their next series. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Now begin with a run by Mixon. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He finds Brown right side. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30. 3rd down, and they need to get 10.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Throw here, 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And now it's 5 sacks for them in this one. Man, this defense is eating. Latest brings up 4th down.
I'm just looking at this hourglass of sand, Kate, and realizing there's not much time left for this team. But the only chance they had was to create a sack right there. Give a little momentum to their offense, who now has no margin for error. You got to go score.
Kansas City sends out its punt team. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And the fair catch brought in right at the 40. The Vikings and Justin Jefferson ready to go to work again offensively. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this second half. Motion man right is Jefferson. Here's McCarthy on 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48.
It's a gain of 11. And the Vikings 1st down.
1st and 10. It's McCarthy. Complete over the middle. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Chiefs territory.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the Chiefs' 45-yard line.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Into the hands of Jefferson. Complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Working quickly here.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Vikings 1st down.
Again, McCarthy to throw. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. He was trying to find Ty Felton with that one. And it sets up 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
Another throw here for McCarthy. Looking for the end zone and a deep shot. Looked well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. 3rd down coming up.
Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down.
3rd and long for him here. Throwing to the back of the end zone. Oh, he put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So that brings up 4th and long. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on down.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Andy Reid getting his Chiefs offense ready to go for a new series. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. On the carry, this is Mixon. And he's bottled up the line on the final play before the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Chiefs approaching win number 7 on the year. Mixon's going to get this off his own read. Second down run, good for 4. That brings up third down. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Throwing is Mahomes. Man downfield, he's got it. It's Worthy. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His 4th receiving score of the game. That is his 6th passing score of the game. A lot of quarterbacks could go several weeks without throwing that many touchdowns. And now, keep in mind, he's only one off the NFL record of 7 in a single game. Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs stretch their lead to 21.
63, Vikings 42. Harrison
Butker on now to kick this one away. Here's Miller on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Dump off caught by his back. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Clock working against him here as they hurry to that line.
Back at the 25-yard line.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. He can run it. Big gain, has them across the 40. It's a gain of 22. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And the Vikings first down.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Gets him on the out route. He's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
45-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd.
Now it's McCarthy. Setting up the screen. Fights his way through a tackle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Vikings first down.
They get to the line and spike the football to stop the clock. 2nd and 10. Need something positive here. McCarthy looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he gets this forward to the 19. Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
McCarthy throwing on this 3rd and 1. He's going to run for it. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Here's McCarthy to throw. Fires right away, but incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down.
Incomplete on the throwaway.
Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone. Incomplete.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs. First call here coming from the shotgun. wanting to start the drive with Mixon. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happened over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Huard, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Chiefs as we bid you farewell from Minneapolis.